There's a farmer named Jerry, once swam with the sharks. Now he's knee-deep in hay, but still hits his marks. And Officer Gary, he's the law of the land, but online he's just another helpful hand. They got myths to bust, numbers to crunch. They'll answer your questions over coffee and lunch. Clue chasers, they're here to help you out with YouTube tricks and research picks. They know what it's about. From myths to math, they'll clear the path. Just holler if you're stuck. Clue chasers, they're your guide and a little luck. Jerry's got a rooster that crows at wrong hours. Gary's dog howls at the moon, claiming his powers. They travel the globe from barns to big cities, solving your riddles, no time for self-pity. They'll teach you to edit, promote and explore with a joke or two, maybe 3 or 4. Got a question, they'll say with a grin. Let's dive right in, let the teaching begin. Clue chasers, they're here to help you out with YouTube tricks and research picks. They know what it's about. From myths to math, they'll clear the path. Just holler if you're stuck. 2 dudes give clues, they're your guide and a little luck. They've met folks who've cooked with fire and ice, a man with a raccoon that gave him advice. They'll show you the ropes from thumbnails to tags, but they're still just 2 dudes in boots and old rags.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Gary.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. Before we start, I want to just make a little disclaimer out. On last night, there was a comment made that Gary and I get all our information from Ralph and from Eddie, and I want to tell you that that is a false statement from that person. I'm not going to mention that person's name, but I spent hundreds of hours sitting here studying these promotions and stuff to know what the in and outs, how it works and all that, and I don't get any information from Ralph or Eddie. So I just want to be saying that I'm not regurgitating what somebody else is telling me. So with that,
hey Sandy,
we are going to talk about
Bad Arlene.
We're going to talk about a side-by-side promotion today that we ran on Eddie's channel. One's a short ad and one's a long ad, and we ran them to side-by-side, the same countries, the same amount of time, the same amount of money, to see how they compared, to see if a short ad works better than a long ad. So we're going to look at that, and I'll bring that up here. And let's see. These are the top 2 ones right here are the actual ads we ran. They started both on the 12th, and you can see they were for $30 originally, so it ran for $29.94 and $29.93. The impressions they had. Let me see if I can move this over. Oops, let's see. There we go. Impressions they had was the top one was 125,635. The bottom one was 117,074. Now impressions means that it was put up in front of somebody or recommended to somebody's channel to see it. And what was actually saw, and the difference is this top one is a short ad, the bottom one is the longer ad. And we'll look at that in a second. The top one, the short ad, had 7,082 views and had, out of that, 1,902 subscribers. And the bottom one had 6,793 views, and out of that, 1,727 subscribers. The top ad had 18 followers, which you barely can't see that on the screen on that reason. Right? I don't know what I can do to make that. There, you can't see it real. So it's 18 and 16 is the difference. So we'll go from that. I'll bring up this next one. This was a long ad. You can see it's right here. It's 4 minutes and 1 second long. And this basically the same information that we were telling you about in the long form. And this is where Eddie did this, and he made both the videos. And the next one is a short ad. So it's a minute and 26 seconds long. And he ran him, and all I can show you, I can't show you all the countries and stuff. He ran them, I just have this much. The difference in those was this long one. It had this right here. This 21 is 21 subscribers that did not subscribe through the ad itself. It was somebody who came across it, or they didn't watch it in the ad, or they watched it and went and watched something else of Eddie's, and they came back and watched this again, and they subscribed through this. And it had 53.1 watch hours, and he made a whopping $2.19 on it. This other one, the short ad, had 46.6 watch hours, and he had 26 people subscribe. And he made a whopping $1.85 on it. So that's the basic information. And I would say that from looking at this, that it really doesn't make any difference if it's a short ad or a long ad. Whoops. What do I do, Gary?
Click on the either go below and take it off screen, or
I did.
All right, then click on that one and hit the delete button, or the delete thing out to the right.
Delete thing on the right.
Yeah, it looked like a trash can. Tell you what.
Oh, there you go. Okay, there you go. Got it. Sorry. So,
All right.
What do you think, Gary, from what we looked at?
I think that the promotions seem to work for him. I'd like to. I mean, obviously, we're just talking about getting subscribers or what have you.
Right.
I think they were both effective. They were both pretty close. I think that we could have run either way. Hey, good to see you, Todd. Good to see you, Sock Monkey, and Todd. But I think it could have gone either way. What I'd like to do is, it did show you how many people followed up. I think one of them was 16, one of them was 18 with
Right.
other videos, and I think that what it's going to boil down to is how many of them turn into additional views.
Right. Now, that's with the 1618. That's Eddie ran that as both as just getting subscribers, not the optimization of getting people to follow up. Now, I'm going to show you. I'm running a new one, and I'll bring this up.
Hang on. Devil Dogs. Let's see. Here we go. Devil Dog says it went from 4,443, 7,980 something.
Right. So he got almost 3,000 over 3,000 subscribers, about 3,400 subscribers. I'm going to bring this up here real quick. This is what I want to do when I'm running these two here, and I'm running these. It's by the new song that Sivy made for me. And I'm running these at both the same time. But what I'm doing on here, and I'll show you, is this one here. I clicked on right here, find more subscribers only. I did not optimize for audience who are more likely to subscribe and engage in the content. I just did for find more subscribers. Now, the other one is the same ad. This one here I did to optimize for audience who are more likely to subscribe and engage in content. And I did that to find out, which one is getting more views on it. And the one I optimized, it's got 24 follow-up viewers on it. And the one I didn't optimize has 6 follow-up views on it. And they pretty much, new subscribers, 351 and 331. So there's only 20 difference. but the views are 1484 and 2072 different. But see, the impressions, there's more impressions on the one for just get subscribers, and there's less impressions, but there's a higher percentage of people subscribing and a higher percentage of people actually viewing other videos.
Yeah, that would be a huge difference. For me, it's not a question. I don't care about the number of subscribers I have, but
Right.
if I were taking YouTube very seriously, I would want them to watch some additional material. So it's, of course, with me being more of a, I don't have a niche, whatever.
Right. I don't think mine has a niche either, because we just show everything on the farm or in the shop or anything. We just show everything. We don't try to concentrate on cooking only or woodworking only, or just cows only. We try to show everything.
Yeah. Well, do we want to continue talking about promotions, or is okay talk? Are you okay with talking about something else?
Then we talk about something else. I just
Okay.
wanted to show that information that we got, that we did that. You and I did that last month on Eddie's to see to be able to compare them, so we could tell people the information. So hey, Gladys, they can make their own decision on what they want to do. If they do promotions, so they have they can weigh all the odds.
So I'm glad
that-
to see you.
And better, I think, me personally, I'd rather do it and let people know what the results are than have people go out there and try to spend their money and figure out what they should be doing,
Yeah.
and be
Well-
confused on it.
Something else that I guess I need to run another promotion just to see, because I'd like to look. I've tried to look at I've ran one or two promotions on. I guess I think I've ran it on this channel. I don't know if I've ran it on. I don't know which channels I've done it on. I've
Right.
done a few.
I'm
But-
sorry. Right, Tim. I didn't. I picked to optimize people that would connect with the content. So that I didn't pick just the subscribers. The first one I picked just the subscribers. The second one I didn't. And I don't know what Eddie picked. I think he just picked subscribers only. They're both the same, because we wanted to compare them side by side, the long versus the short.
Well, I suppose, and I would think that they know from YouTube. They can kind of tell. They can kind of tell if that person is more likely to watch our type of content. It seems like that ought to be what they ought to be sharing it to anyhow.
Right. Well, it is. They do try to show it to people who are maybe interested or have seen. For instance, me farm stuff. They show to people who have farm stuff, or woodworking stuff, or whatever. Now, the month before, I ran it and did that an ad, and I did it, and I didn't get nearly as many subscribers, but I had 9,000 follow-up views, and it made me. Actually, I take that back. 10,179 views. I only ended up with 2,418 subscribers out of that ad the month before, but I averaged for the whole month almost 25,000 views every 48 hours. So it got me a lot more views, which is what what YouTube wants, is to get views.
I think that we can both agree that the point that what we try to do and what is we try to help share knowledge. We're not trying to be a gatekeeper. We're trying to share knowledge that can help other people in their YouTube journey.
Right.
Making things easier for them, making a lot of things you don't know just because you don't know. You don't even, a lot of things you don't know. You don't know because you don't even know what to ask. And so, when you say optimize it, what exactly do you mean, Jerry? Explain to everyone, please. That's Jan.
when I say optimizing the ad, it means that they show it to people who are have in the past shown that they interact with that type of channel. So they go and watch more other videos. They optimize it so that you'll get the most views out of it. Where if you just pick the subscribers only, you're going to get people who are going to look at it at the short or at your ad. They're going to click on it. That may or may not be ever coming back and watch another video of yours. But the other way is when you optimize it, then they're trying to get people who come back and look at more of your content.
Any other questions, Jan, or anybody else for that matter? Because there's a couple of things, something that we've done today several times already. We do what, Jerry, myself, Eddie, Civvy, see, second choice, Jan, first choice is just subscribers. That's right. The second one is looking for folks that, are more likely to enjoy your content, more likely to watch other stuff.
Right. And more likely to come back more often.
Right. And ultimately, the first choice where the first choice they had listed was just for subscribers. If you ask me, subscribers without, views, without additional views or interest or whatever is, it's kind of an ego thing, I would think. If you're trying to build your channel and actually get people interested in watching stuff that you do, the second one's to me seems like the obvious choice. See, after watching the last time Jerry showed how to do this, I promoted my birthday ride, and the WW2 aircraft video seemed to have no effect. I think I did something wrong. Wow, $100.
Todd, you should call me, Todd, and we can look at it closer to see what it is.
One of the things I did want to point out is actually to go through and we do what's called did $100 promotion. Well, that brings up I don't know anything about it, Todd, because I didn't see I didn't see what it did. Let me go look at Todd's.
Well, Todd, I got a question. Was it a long video, or was it a short? Or was it like just an ad to advertise your channel that explained that you had what your channel was about? And that's why I try to tell everybody, you're going to only have a few minutes to get somebody's attention about what it is. And if you're doing a long video, they may not watch it, and they may watch the first 5-10 seconds of it and click out. Yeah. See, long videos do not do very well on the ads. Eddie did a 4-minute one and a 90-second one. If your video was like 5, 6, 7 minutes long, and it didn't grab the person to interest of it to know, hey, I want to subscribe to this channel, then it may not have worked. I don't know. I did not see that. I am a premium holder, and so I don't see ads. So it'd be interesting to see what it was about.
I'm looking at his most popular videos, and I'm not.
Okay, Ed, you have to explain stuff. Show who the videos. Your video, Ed, or or Todd's video. So why don't you show them the videos?
I'm looking at Todd's right now.
Okay, well, Eddie said, why don't we show them the videos? I don't know if he's talking about his video.
Well, I'm looking. These are Todd's videos, and I'm just looking for that particular one.
Yeah, I don't know what is it called. Eddie was talking about his videos.
That's going to be it right there. Most excellent birthday surprise.
Okay.
a special day.
How
Well,
long is that video?
it's 33 minutes and 5 seconds. One thing that I would suggest is, I don't know, I hadn't seen the promotion, but, and I there's no way for me to look at time watched or anything like that. The couple of things I would suggest, just looking at these, and I don't know, Todd, but just looking at the thumbnail and the title, that's a cool looking thumbnail. I like that. I might look at the title a little bit and change the title up a little bit. Hang on a second. For some reason, I got a phone call. I don't know.
By Eddie.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And we can show Eddie's videos because he said we should show it.
Hello.
Yes, Tim, that's what he said. He promoted a 33-minute video.
I've never tried to promote a 30-minute video.
No, neither have I.
I don't know. Somebody tried to call me from Tennessee.
Oh.
Let's see.
So, are you going to call him back?
I don't think so. Not right now.
Right. So let's bring up Eddie's videos and you can show them because you're better at popping those things up there than I am.
Okay. But I would try to look at the title especially before I was going to spend that kind of money.
Hey, Todd, send me an email. I'll send you my phone number and I'll call you. And because I want to look at it more in depth of it and see what it actually is. I like to see what you did, if you don't mind.
Well, it's been my experience that as much. Oh, you were looking for Eddie's.
Eddie said we should show his video, the two videos, the 90-second one and the 4-minute one.
All right.
They're right there.
Eddie, do we have your permission to play this? See, I did long videos. I did get substantial results, but nothing like my introduction video. I think the type of video can make a difference. All right, let's watch. All right.
Eddie says yes.
Hang on. Let me go through. Let me reshare it because I don't think I shared the audio.
Sound.
Yeah, and you gotta size it lets me leave my face up there for a minute.
We don't need your face, Gary.
I know. Did I share the audio? Y'all tell me if I shared the audio.
You got a permit to be filming?
Hey y'all, this is Devil Dog.
Yeah.
As you can see, I'm in Devil Dog's Keeper's Creeper. Okay, instead of me telling you about my channel, I figured that I would let my followers, my friends, my subscribers, and my members tell you a little bit about my channel. So we'll see how it's going. And if you want any merchandise, order it from devildogskeeper@gmail.com. Thank y'all. Hope y'all enjoy the video. Here it is.
Let's see. Devil Dog. Eddie. I don't think I've heard of him.
Devil Dog is wonderful. He'll call you in the morning, wake you up.
Devil Dog, what can I say? He's a tech guru. He loves our country and best friend I've ever known. Proud to call him my brother, my family, my familiar. Hoorah!
He is gifted when it comes to helping other folks, doing them, learning all that tech stuff.
Everyone knows Eddie hates PC audio.
Devil Dog likes to play Call of Duty all the time. But he dies a lot.
I know he dies a lot on Call of Duty.
Oh yeah, he thinks he can barbecue.
No, I'm at home.
Devil Dog says he can barbecue, but he can't.
In bed. I'm at the other end of the house.
Hi, my name is Boochie Squirrel, and you
What?
want to check out Devil Dog because he likes animals, and I'm an animal. Ta!
So here we are in Middle Tennessee, out here at the chicken plant, or egg plant. There's Devil Dog's favorite color crayons.
Yeah, I heard that he got sent some of them grape crayons. They didn't last but a minute or two at his house.
Eddie's a pretty cool guy. He doesn't like losing at the crawfish challenge, though. Not at all. But he's cool.
Hey, you want to subscribe and become a member of Devil Dog because you need that kind of funny in your life.
Devil Dog will pick you up from the airport.
Yeah, I know him. We've had some dealings. He's all right. He ain't too bad. He's a good-hearted fella.
Hey, Devil Dog's a good friend, and he will help you out. And he'd give you the shirt off his back if he needed it, if you needed it.
This is about Devil Dog, the pain in the ass that he really is. He is someone that you can trust, and he's there for you when you need it. And he may bitch about it, but he will help you. He's a good guy. You guys should support his channel. And thank you very much for watching his channel and watching this video. It's going to be good. Devil Dog, you're a pain in my ass.
Devil Dog is a poopy head.
Yeah, fact is that they like his wife better than him.
That Devil Dog asked me to do a video, so here it is. Welcome to the Dog Pound. Join Eddie and his Dog Pound for some fun and laughs on Saturday nights.
Devil Dog has a live stream Saturday nights at 7 p.m.
All right. So I'm trying to get the copy. The link.
Hey, Shy Guy, good to see you. I'm gonna have to leave.
You're?
There's that phone call that I was getting.
Yeah.
That's there's been another death in the family. So
Oh no.
anyhow, I need to let Tammy know, and I need to make a few phone calls, and I may have to go out tonight.
Okay.
Anyhow,
Well, everybody pray for Gary. Eddie's coming up.
all right. Well, I mean, if y'all want to do your thing, do your thing. I don't have. I mean, we don't have to end it this second, but I need to go take care of some business.
That's fine.
I'm gonna, by the way, Shy Guy, I'm gonna make you a mod so you can check some of these channels. Thank you for coming in. All right. Hey, Eddie.
Hey, hold on a second. Hey, Gary. Sorry to hear that, Gary. Okay, Jerry. Well, you didn't have to bring me up on panel.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to share this stuff right here, so you can go through the actual analytics. This is that. Oh wait, this is the long video that you just watched.
I brought those up before.
No.
Here.
You didn't bring all this stuff up.
All right. Gary, you want to go, and I'll just have Eddie fit in your spot.
All right. That sounds good.
All right.
I'll talk to y'all later.
Let me know if you need anything.
All right. I gotta go.
All right.
Yeah,
Bye.
Gary. Bye.
Okay, hang on here. Let me. Shoot. What am I gonna do?
You just add that other one to scene.
I'm in there, but it's not doing it.
The shared screen at the bottom. Add it to scene.
Hang on, let me move you over here and fill you the spot in. All right. And add this.
Okay.
All right.
Now.
Yeah, I showed this earlier.
You showed this right here. How
Yeah.
viewers found this video?
No, I couldn't see that part.
Hold on.
It wasn't on my. It wasn't on the email it sent me.
Yeah, you didn't tell me to do that, but
Well, it's, you know.
this is, and then also the. Hold on. Let me try to make this bigger. There we go. That's better. Okay. See, also the average watch time. You know, on the one that's 4 minutes as opposed to the one that's 1:26.
Right.
Or whatever. So, this right here. Go ahead.
Well, this is the 98% was advertising. That's what it was, but there were still 23 views that came through recommendations, 22 from YouTube Home, which I don't know what that is.
That's like when YouTube Home is when you first open up a YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. When you first open up YouTube, that's YouTube Home right there.
Okay. All right. So then, and then one was what was coming up next, and then subscribers fee was 20, and the direct and unknown is 11, and others is 22. So your advertisement was 98% on that one. The average view is 28 seconds.
Yeah, on
So
a
now-
four
now bring-
on a 4 minute and 1 second video.
Right. Now bring up
It
the
was
other one.
Average. Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Average view was 28 seconds. Okay, so you can imagine on a 4 minute video, if the average view duration was 28 seconds, you can imagine on a 33-minute video that Todd did, what he needs to go in and look and see. This is the actual, you know,
Right.
here's 4 minute and 1. I had 3% that watched it all the way through.
Right.
Most people immediately when they clicked on it, people was clicking out immediately, and I lost the majority at 29 seconds. It was 23%. Halfway through, it was only 6% left.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, let's look at the other one. See what this looks
Okay.
like.
Do you want to play the other one first, or you want?
No, we just did.
No, you played the long one. You want to
that
play
was
the
long
short
one?
one now?
Oh,
Yeah, that
you
was the
can- we
long
can-
one.
Yeah, we can play the other one. You bring it up and we play it or not?
Yeah, I can. Hold on. Okay, this is the short. Yeah, this is the short one right here.
Right.
I gotta share sound. I gotta. Hold on.
I'm going to mute myself so we don't get feedback.
Hey, Raw. Hey, my name's Eddie, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about my channel. Can you hear it? Can I hear it, Jerry?
Yes.
Okay. My channel's name is Devil Dog, and I do not fall into any particular niche, and I do what I want when I want. The reason I started my channel was to make extra money so I could help pay the bills and feed the animals around the house. We have goats and chickens, a turkey named Buddy, but my wife calls him Thanksgiving. And then we have our Boston Terriers that we've been breeding for 13 years now. You'll see a lot of videos on the animals, and I try to dabble in growing a garden, even though I'm not very good at it. I love to fish, play Call of Duty. Texans, Rockets, and Astros are my teams. I love them. And occasionally I'll do a DIY project around the house or whatever else triggers my fancy. I don't work now. I'm a disabled veteran, and that's why I started YouTube. I have always tried to help people when I can, and I still do. I do a lot of lives, and I've met a lot of good friends on here. I try to help people that are as not tech savvy as me. So we have a first Saturday of the month, we have Tech Talk with Eddie and Ralph. So check us out. Semper Fi. Devil Dog out. And by the way, I'm very sarcastic.
I'm trying to. I was trying to. Okay. I'm trying to.
Okay.
I was trying to.
Oh, let me stop sharing that screen and show you.
Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to.
Okay.
I was trying to. Bring that back up again if you can.
There we go.
The short. This is the short one.
Yeah. Let me, hold on. I'm getting there. That's why I was getting replay. Yes, this is the short. No, hold on. Yeah. No, this is the short right here.
Okay.
Now,
99% were from advertisement, and pretty much the other ones are just a few percentages.
now see on the, you got a 23 second. Now you had a 29 second or whatever on a 4 minute video. You have a 23 second on a minute and 26.
Right.
And the average percentage viewed was higher, I think, on this one, the short. Let's see. Yeah, see? Average percentage viewed was only 11.
I've lost your sound. You're muted, Eddie. Eddie.
On.
There, you're back. Now you're back.
Okay. I don't know why it cut out or whatever.
I don't know either. It automatically muted you, so.
But the average percentage viewed on here was higher.
Right.
And the average view duration compared to the amount of time was really was a lot higher. Okay.
Yeah,
because if you take a 4 minute,
almost a third of this video was watched.
Yeah, exactly. And like you see, there's a steady decline, but it's still, on a. At the end, there was 10%, so that was higher too. The other one, it was like 3 or 6%.
Right.
So more people watched the short all the way through on this one. At 29, at 30 seconds, there were still 26 people in there. So, the thing is you really have to, okay, you can hit that screen and then hit the trash can.
Down here. Got it.
So you really got to either capture somebody's attention for them to watch the video. They really have to be engaged in that video because you're going to lose viewers all the way through it.
Right.
Now, if you had a 33-minute video, only people that are into aviation, well, and this is on Todd's, aviation or war, or something like that really piques their interest, which I love planes and helicopters. So I would probably stick around, but how many people actually have 33 minutes to stick around? A lot of people are just scrolling through,
Right. They're just watching the first 15 seconds or so.
Yeah. And so
that's why. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I would not promote a long video anywhere between, like what you said, 3 minutes or shorter to really maximize the effect of it,
Right. Yeah, and like Tim says, depends on how long you're at. Todd run the video. He paid $100, but did he run it for the whole month, or did he run it for a week, or did he run it for 15 days? That makes a difference too,
Yeah.
And I don't know all the particulars on Todd's yet. Excuse me, I don't know all the particulars on Todd's. I don't know how many views he had or any of that stuff. So that's why I said, Todd, call me and I'll bring it up get you on after hours and we look at it and dissect it and find out what's really going on.
Exactly. Well, see, here's the thing too. Yeah, because on that one, there's Todd. I try to keep my videos much shorter than that. It was just a special event is why it was long. I do understand what you were saying. Yeah, and the thing is, folks have short attention spans. Most definitely, Todd.
That's true.
And the thing is A lot of times if I click on a video and it's over 13 minutes, I am not going to watch it. I'm getting out of there because I don't have much time to do that. Both these videos that Jerry and Gary did was $30 each, and it was both of them were run at the same time for 2 weeks.
That's in the same countries.
Yeah, in the same countries. Yep.
So it was comparing pretty much apples to apples there. So it wasn't, and even a long, even a long one really wasn't long. It could a 10-minute ad or something like that. It was 4 minutes. It was longer than what I recommend. I recommend you keep your intros to less than 3 minutes. Mine's 3 minutes 8 seconds, a little longer than I'd like to have it, but I had a lot of information I was pumping into it, and I made mine almost 3 years ago now. So I probably need to do an update and make a new one, especially with this. I've gotten a lot better on video and editing and all that stuff.
Well, the reason that one, I was trying to keep it to 3 minutes, but the long one that went 4 minutes was because what people were saying, and I didn't want to leave nobody out. So what people were saying, and there was other videos that I didn't use, like Gary sent me 15 videos, and I didn't use every single one of them, but I was trying to put them together where they made sense, like Simon saying that I die a lot in Call of Duty, and then Gary saying the same thing. And, and so that's why I tried, but some people's was longer than others. Like Judy Mays had one long video, and I split it up into two. What she said at first, and then she come back with another point at the end, so I split that up and put that somewhere else. So it just, I made it as short as I could, but when somebody's talking, you can't cut them off mid-sentence. Like, what's his name had a real long video, and I cut it way down. I can't think of his name right now. Tennessee Bushcrafter, Chris, and I cut his way down because his video by itself was like, I think 3 minutes or so, and I was trying to make a short video.
Right.
So I put the purple crayons with where it goes with it and stuff like that. So that's why that one lasted longer than I wanted. And that was supposed to be the short video initially starting out, and it ended up being 4 minutes. So I'm like, okay, let me do the other one as a short video. So
yeah, and Todd, I always recommend that what you want to do is you want to pique people's interest. So like on my ad I use it talks about the farm, how we have cows and goats and and that stuff. We're in the shop, and I said it's not really showing what's going on in the video. It's just talking about bits and pieces of the farm, so people see it and they go, "Hey, what is it? What's this about? I want to see more about it." So then they subscribe, they come back and watch more videos. That's what my idea was when I did it. Was I wanted people to get what's the word I'm looking for? Interested in what it was, or suspicious of what is this about? I want to see more about this. Instead of showing a long video. I know that maybe you don't know, but all these ads are shown in other people's videos. So like if you do a video and they say they're going to put an ad at the 8-minute mark or in between the 8-minute mark, well, that's what's being put in there is other people's ads. So it's being shown in a video that somebody's already watching that may be 20 minutes long, and now this ad comes up and it's a 30-minute video. They're not going to stay in it. They're already watching what they want to watch. So, you just want to pique their interest so they want to come back and look at more of it later. So, that's why I recommend that being a short, interesting little tidbit, so they would come and say, "Hey, I want to see more about this," and and also optimizing the thing versus just getting subscribers. There's a big difference in that also. And like last month, last month I did one that I optimized it the whole month. I only got 2,000 subscribers, but I had 10,000 people come back and look at more videos of mine. So, that's what that part was. And on Eddie's, I wanted to show that people who subscribe in the video itself, that is not through the ad, that was through the video. So like the 21 and 26 subscribers, those are people who actually subscribed in the video, they may have saw the ad, they went to Devil Dogs and checked it out, and then they went and watched that intro again, and that's what they subscribed. It wasn't actually the ones that subscribed from the ad itself. The ad people who subscribe through the ad, it's locked in on that promotion thing. It shows it and keeps it there. It doesn't actually put it onto the video itself.
Okay, let me tell you this, Jan. Jan was saying, I couldn't highlight because I don't have access, but she was saying up top, she said two things. She said, I'm the crazy person that watches videos all the way through. I don't care how long it is. Okay, I watch videos all the way through too, Jan, but I'm not going, like, 13 minutes is my max because I have other things I have to do. And it is important to me to give them watch hours. I give them watch hours too, but I don't have time to sit for 20, 30 minutes, an hour sometimes. I'll click on videos and they're an hour long. And I'm like, I do not have time. And it's not like I can see how long a video is before I click on it, you know, a lot of times. A lot of times you don't know until you click on it, and then you can see how long it is. But and that's why I click right out, because if it's 18, if it's 13 minutes, 8 minutes, 13 minutes, I'll usually watch it. If it's 20 or 30, unless I'm really interested in it, or unless it's a friend of mine that I'm trying to support and everything, I'll watch Jerry. I watched the whole thing.
Hey, I try to make my videos 18 minutes at the longest because I want Eddie to watch all of it.
But and that's the thing, because I don't have time to sit and watch 20, 30 minute, hour videos. I'll never get anything done if that's all I do is sit around watching videos all the time.
Right.
And
we're all the same. We're all, if you're a creator, you don't have that much time to watch other people's videos if you're creating videos for yourself. I mean, the time is not indefinite. You only have so much time to do things. So
unfortunately, Jan's another one that I watch all the way through. watching an 18-minute of her cleaning her garage.
Yeah.
Yes, Jan. I watched both of those videos all the way through, Jan.
Well, I did too, but I put it on 1.25 or 1.5 when if there was no talking, then she was just working around. I sped it up a little bit because
I don't do that, because the thing is they don't get full credit. Yeah, they'll get watch time, but they do not get full credit.
Right.
If you're running it at 1.5 or 2.0 or whatever, they're getting the shortened time.
They get a couple seconds less than they would have the whole thing. But they also though is I can't. I fall asleep if I don't. If I decide to keep going and watching her push her broom back forward, I'm going to fall asleep. So I have to do something to keep me.
You call her. Here's what you do. You call her and say, Jan, come feed my cows, or come do this while I watch your video.
Yeah, there we go. That would work. Yeah, if I get her to come take care of the cows and move cows from one field to the other, she could do that while I'm watching her videos.
I'll be right back.
All right. Anyways, anything else? Anybody else want to come up and talk about something? I mean, Todd, you want to come up? I'm more than happy to put the link up. I mean, just let me know. I don't know. I'm sorry what happened with Gary tonight. We don't know what happened. I guess we'll have to check in later, see what's happening. So, yes, the shop does look better, Jan. It does. It's especially as you get all the junk out of there, it looks a lot better. Yeah, I do try to stay engaged on Jan's and Eddie's, and if I watch a video, I try to watch it all the way through. I may speed the scenes that nothing's going on up a little bit, because in my own video I speed those up automatically. I mean, I don't, like if that out with the bees, it's just a dead scene, or the bees just flying around, I speed it up so you guys don't have to sit there and be maybe bored, because I want you to be entertained in what's going on. So if it's speeded up, you guys can see what's happening better. And the bees are doing great. And I'm going to start harvesting honey here probably, I'd say probably this week, at the end of this week. It all depends on the weather. So, I mean, if anybody got anything they want to ask, Todd, you want to, like I said, I'll put the link up. You want to come up, Todd? And you ask questions. I don't know if you're in Gary's or in mine, but I don't have control of Gary's. I don't know if he left his going or not. But I'll put the link up. So if anybody, there's the link. If anybody wants to, it's in mine. Anybody wants to come up and ask a question or have something verified, let me know. Or just come on, pop on in, and I'll bring you up. And we'll have to see what's happening with Eddie here soon. This might be one of the shortest 2 dudes give clues since Gary had something happen. I don't know. I think Todd must have been on Gary's side on Gary's live. I'm not sure. I don't see him here at all. Let me see. Talk chat. Yeah, I don't see him on my side. Tim, you can come up, or Siffy come up if they want to come up also.
All right, I'm back. Oh, no, don't you dare.
Oh, okay, you watch the dirt racing. Okay.
Oh, Todd is, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I post a link. I think Todd's in Gary's.
Todd's in Gary's.
I guess Gary kept it. Yeah, Gary's live. I guess.
Oh, hold on a minute.
Gary,
Let me go over there. Give me a second. I just clicked on the link.
So I posted in my live.
I think Gary's ended.
Did it?
I think so. Hold on.
I don't see.
Yeah.
Todd.
No, it ended. He didn't have anybody in there, so it ended.
I wonder why I don't see Todd in my chat.
He has one scheduled for tomorrow.
I see Gary. I mean, I just see Josie just popped up, but he's not. I don't see him on my side either.
Yeah, Gary's. Whenever Gary left and nobody was in there, it ended his, or he ended it. One of the two.
Well, how's Josie coming up?
You sent. Who's live? Hold on.
Well, Judy said she was just in Gary's.
She's saying, hold on, let me go back. She's saying Gary is live. Hold on, but I'm over. Oh, never mind. He's, hold on. He's not on my stuff live. He's on yours live. That's why. I can't get in there because.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? If I had, but it's not on it's on yours and Gary's thing.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
He's streaming to his destination.
Oh, okay. So you didn't go to his channel?
No, I can't go to his channel because it's you and him as a collaborator, not me and him. So, right. Like his studio that he uses on mine. Is not active.
Oh, okay. Civi, you have a question?
No, I don't know. I'm just kind of confused about mine. Let's see here. I'm pulling mine up. I don't have my laptop.
Todd says he's at Beltloop 29's channel, so he's
no,
on.
No,
Yeah, Gary's channel.
his yes. When you and him went live, because y'all are in a collaborator thing,
Right.
okay, and y'all set up his studio in your collab.
Right.
So it's y'all's collab that he's broadcasting to his channel.
Okay.
Okay? It's not my collab to where he's in his original studio. You
Right.
see
Got
what
it.
I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
So
I
I
get what you mean.
can't get in because I'm not a collab,
Right.
you know, or whatever.
Yeah,
It's
so,
not the same studio.
So
It's a
here's a
different EV
question:
Mux studio.
When I end this, is it going to end on his side too, or is it going to keep?
I'm sure it will. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
sure it will.
I
It's
hope
just
so.
because y'all are both collaborators and y'all are in the same studio. Because, like, if you look up top, it has Butler Family Farm and Belt Loop 29.
Right. It shows
And it
29.
has watch on YouTube. But y'all are in y'all's studio. He's streaming to his channel, but it's in y'all's studio, not mine and Gary's
Right.
studio.
There's
So
12
I
in
can't
Gary's
get in.
and 4 in mine.
Yeah, so I can't get into his studio
Okay.
because of
Anyways, you got anything, Stevie? You want to throw your 2 cents worth in, or if you're going to let your 2 cents go?
Well, yeah, like the one that I did for July, right? It got 25,342 views, which was 7.8K more than the last one, right?
Okay.
195 watch time hours. Got 74 new subscribers from it. Estimated revenue $4.76. I was under the impression that we don't get any kind of revenue out of those.
Well, they come and watch it from afterwards. It's after. It's not. They didn't go and watch it through the promotion. They watched it afterwards. If they watch it afterwards, you get revenue for it.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
the watch hours that they had from the video do not count as watch hours for your channel.
Okay. Say this, Civi. Say you're running a promotion, okay? But I'm already subscribed to you, okay? And I go watch that video, but just because I go to your channel and watch the video, you're going to get ad revenue from me because I already am subscribed to you and everything, and I went and clicked on your video to watch. It wasn't like I clicked on something that's being advertised to go in to watch. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're going to get that all your ad revenue is not turned off. You will get ad revenue, but not if YouTube, the promotion, somebody clicks on it and goes and watches it. You're not going to get the ad revenue for that.
Right.
Okay.
That's why reason why I don't recommend ever doing a video for views, because you're not going to get the watch hours. You're not going to get the what.
No, Timmy said, Jerry, who's the host on the destination? That tells you who can end it. Jerry and Gary. Jerry and Gary are this is their EV Mux, where they're collabs. It's Jerry's EV Mux, Gary's in Jerry's EV Mux, but they have a separate studio, and Gary's a collaborator on this studio. So either one of them can end it. Jerry or Gary can end it, but I can't because I'm a collaborator on Jerry's other channel, but not on this project. On his other project, I am not on this project. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, I was saying that, Civi, that if you like Todd promoted that video for subscribers, but if you had promoted it just for views, he would have got the views on it, but the views would never account on his channel for actual hours, and the money wouldn't count for him because you can't pay for advertisement to make money. It just if you think about it, it's logical. You can't pay to advertise a video and make money on that video that you're advertising. So that's why I personally do not promote videos unless it is a review video, and I do this. This is me, and whoever else does. I will pay a $25 a month fee to advertise, like the PTO link that I advertise, because they're giving me $800 in equipment, and to me, if I pay $25 to get more views on that video, then that's, to me, I'm money ahead, and I'm actually doing it for the person who sent me the product, but they're not paying me for it. So I just go ahead and pay a $25 fee to promote that video out so it gets more views on it. And that to me it's fair because they gave me something. I'm giving just because I did a video, for them doesn't really pay for the product itself unless they get hundreds of thousands of views on it. Well, so if I pay $25 to push that video out a little bit more, that to me is, I don't know, fair. I guess fair game. So not that I'm saying everybody else do that. That's me. And I try to be fair about the things I do for views and stuff.
Hey, Sibby.
Reviews, I mean.
Why'd you sleep through your birthday breakfast? You told everybody you were going out to breakfast for your birthday, and then you slept through it.
Yep.
That's messed
up. Right. I woke up at 5:30 in the morning, and
You lied to me, Sivvy. You lied to me.
I woke up at 5:30 in the morning, and I could not go back to sleep until I got some pain management into me because I was in so much pain. I wanted to just go and get a chainsaw and cut my arm off.
Hello, Felicia.
Hi, Felicia.
So then I went back to bed.
Sivvy?
Huh?
See this?
Well, hopefully she was dreaming of sugar plums dancing through her head instead of the trolls. So I went back to bed and didn't wake up till, I don't know, past noon.
So did you go out for lunch?
No, we had sushi.
Dinner?
Mm-hmm.
You went out for dinner?
No, dinner came to us, but...
DoorDash.
DoorDash. Yeah.
Yes, Tim. That's right. I want to give them a fair dollar value for the product they gave me.
Yeah, we ordered sushi. We ordered sushi. Nothing wrong with that. At least I didn't have to get dressed up. I can just wear my hoodie and my sweatshirt that I was wearing earlier, and and stay comfortable. Yeah. So my average view duration is actually down on this last one. Usually I was hitting a minute 38, and I'm only at 27 minutes average duration, or 27 seconds. 27 seconds instead of a minute 38. So I was getting almost half. So there was something wrong with that song. So I don't know.
I think the month of July. Personally, I don't think the ads were all that good in the month of July. Maybe because of the heat, maybe because people aren't watching videos as much. It's not. Gary's back.
Yeah, he can bring himself up.
Yeah, I think he already is up. I just got to move you
Oh,
over.
yeah. Hey, Gary.
Well, it's also my understanding that Scandinavian countries, in the summertime, they pretty much shut down everything for 6 whole weeks or something like that. Or maybe it's, I don't remember exactly what the number is, but they shut everything down, and people take a really long vacation. Everybody takes a really long vacation at that point.
That may be.
So it's like, because it's like, their winters are so long and their days are so short, and so on and so on. So, the country's governments say, okay, well, everybody's going to have 6 weeks vacation in the summertime to be able to recharge and everything else, and get ready for, the longer nights and colder weather.
Right, that may be.
So it's possible that could possibly be it. That and the fact that, in America, kids are out of school. So they, families could be out traveling, doing camping or whatever, or just not at home, spending more time outdoors. That sort of thing. So that's highly probable. What'd be really interesting is to track what these things look like and look at them, for next July, what does that look like in comparison to
Oh,
present day July?
I can
You know,
do that for you. I can show you what it looked like last July.
yeah, let's take a look at that. I'm curious to see because this is the first time that this is the first run for me, so I don't have a full year.
Well, I got, let me see, July. All right. Last year in July, I did an ad for $150 and I did my
Oh,
song.
ow.
Okay. I had 4,319 subscribers out of it. I had 876,354 impressions on it, 27,697 views, and I had 735 follow-up videos. People watch it. This July was July 1st. It was $155. It was 31 days. It did $5 a day. It had 441,250 views, impressions, 84,735 views. I only had 2,418 new subscribers, but I had 10,179 follow-up views.
Okay,
Which
so
is
what do you
the
think would be the difference between last year and July
Well,
this year?
also it depends on the country. This year I advertised it in Mexico, Denmark, England, Canada, Norway, Germany, Bangladesh, India, Australia, United States, United Kingdom, Philippines, Greater London, and Indonesia. Last year, July, I advertised it. It was still $5 a day, basically. Oh, I did it in Mexico, Nepal, Canada, South America, or in South Africa, Indonesia, Philippines, India, Egypt, United States, and Bangladesh.
So, okay.
I could be
Close to the same countries. I did a little more this time.
Hi, Todd. Todd's got his hand up.
Hey, Todd.
Hi. Audio okay?
Yeah. Tammy's brother passed away.
Pardon me?
Okay.
Tammy's brother passed away.
Oh, no.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Was he sick or something? Or was it an accident?
No, it was unexpected.
Oh, wow.
Y'all remember Brooklyn? It's her grandfather, Erica's father,
Oh.
which is Tammy's brother. He laid down, went to sleep, and when she came back in there, when Ashley came back in there, his significant other, I don't know if they're still married or not, but he was blue, and so they called the police and the I guess
Ambulance.
maybe.
Paramedics.
I know the police were called. Anyhow, they came out and he passed away. He was blue when she came back in there where he's at. So he was he had to be in his 50s.
Wow.
So thank y'all. Tammy asked me if I'd take some time off from work. I told her I would. I don't know how much, or we'll just have to wait and see how much time it's going to take. I really don't know much other than that's.
And where was he at? Is he in Mississippi or Kentucky or?
Yeah, Tammy's family is here. I think she has one niece that's just moved to North Carolina, South Carolina. But other than that, pretty much all her family is here.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, we lost Todd.
Well.
That might have just been his only question.
Yeah, maybe.
But, David seemed to feel like it was probably either a heart issue or breathing. I think he probably had sleep apnea. But I don't know.
Mm.
I've heard that I don't know. So, anyhow, I'm not dealing with it real well, but should be all right.
Well, if you need to go, it's okay, Gary.
Well, I appreciate it. There's not a whole lot I can do for it.
You only have 19 more minutes left, anyways.
Well, I handed her the puppy and was with her for a little while, while she, made some phone calls. I notified some people. Not a whole lot to do at this point.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true, Todd. But I mean, if y'all got stuff you need to ask about, what have you, now, might as well ask now. After all, this is when, folks are available. And so, I mean, it's something we just gonna have to deal with, and it's gonna not be an ongoing thing for a little while. We've lost my father, and we've lost my cousin's wife. We've lost, I guess now, so we've had a few losses this year. The fact is, as you get older, it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. You know, I've gone through it too. I lost my mom, lost my dad. Susan lost her dad. We haven't lost any. I don't have any brothers. I just have sisters, and they're all younger than me. So, but thank God we haven't lost any kids or nothing like that. So,
But Jerry, you're old, so that makes sense.
all right, Eddie. Thanks a lot. I don't need you to keep reminding me how old I am. I may be old, but I'm still damn good looking for 69.
You know what, though, Terry? He's going to be your age sometime.
Yeah, he is. And you know what, City? I'm going to be around to tell him so too. And I'll still be 69 because I'm not having birthdays anymore. So he'll catch up with me one of these days.
I'm gonna die before I'm that old.
Yeah, better not because Jamie needs your butt around for a while. So she'll prop you up in the corner and stick up your ass.
Yeah.
thank you, Felicia. Thank you. That's Jonesy, I believe, as Outback Tasmania.
Hey, Jonesy.
Hey, Jonesy.
I put the link up, on my channel, but I didn't put it in your channel. So, if you want to put the link up, you can.
I will. In case anybody wants to come up.
So if Sylvia, if that don't know if that helps any or not, but the countries you advertise in makes the difference. I think if I remember correctly, Winstone told me he was advertising in all the countries, and I thought, oh my Lord, that's a lot of clicking and typing to get all those countries in that chat box, because you can't just highlight it. You got to type in the beginning of each part of the word of the country to get them in there now. And it's expanded more now than it was when I first started doing promotions. It was only countries. Now you can advertise in the states, and you can advertise in individual cities if you want. So you can break it down to, like in Canada, you can break it down to provinces, and you can break it down to cities in the United States or states in the United States. So you can break it down and concentrate your information if you want to in a certain area.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's now, I want to say more difficult, because it's like, oh no, what do you want to do it in, So I try to just stay with the countries and not try. I did try to do states one time, and I thought that was confusing as all heck, because you can't even if you do the states, you can't go and see which states are subscribing. It still shows it as the country.
Yeah, but
Well,
it'll show you like, where your viewers are coming from. That would give you a little bit of an idea as to, who
Well,
it
yeah,
is and where they're
in the
from.
country.
Because mine is showing like 99.9% of them are from India, which I think is
Well,
really odd.
no, it's
But
not. No, it's not. Because if you go and look at mine, um,
Jerry, but you got cows. She eats cows.
yeah, that's
yes,
true.
yes.
Let's
So
see.
that don't make sense.
Well,
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I'm looking at video
That's
performance.
because they're trying to get all our tech support.
right now I have. Well, let's see. I want subscribers. That's what I want, not just that. I want the subscribers. So I got to figure out how to do that. Let me see here.
I know you can go by and you can look at where they're from. And I think you can go through, and for that matter, go by city. It's been a while since I've done that.
Okay. Where is that fuse? That's where. How come it doesn't show? I've typed that in, but it doesn't show it. Oh, I'm gonna try this. Here we go. All right. We have 175,290 subscribers. 90,389 are from India. 21,600 are from Bangladesh. Then I got 6,000 from Indonesia, 5,000 from the Philippines, 3,000, almost 4,000 from Egypt, almost 3,000 from Vietnam. And I have advertised in all these different countries. And you get down to the United States, I only have 611 actual viewers in the United States, subscribers. But
You're
I
welcome.
also have 10,129 watch hours from the United States. So I'd say the United States has a longer attention span, because like in India, where I was 90,000 subscribers, I have 177,000 views, only 314 actual watch hours. So I'd say the United States watches longer, but they just don't subscribe.
I'm looking at the very first one that I did, right? What's the damn thing? Audience, under audience, right? So, 11.6 thousand unique viewers, 40 subscribers, 97.9% from the Philippines, and 0.3 from the United States.
Yes, Todd, I'm a foreign agent. Yeah, it makes me a foreign agent. I just, people, they like cows. They worship cows, so they probably watch most of my cow videos, where everybody else watches other stuff.
And that one got 11,000 views. The following month, 12,000 views. And audience. I think we use this. Okay, 98.2% from the Philippines. And average view duration on that was down by 5 seconds, so it's down to 25 seconds. 90.6 watch time hours. So then we go to the following month, that's 15,000. Let's see here, whoops. What the hell? Come on. Okay, there we go. 28 seconds.
Is there 129 already?
What?
Yes, it's 120.
Oh,
120, 29.
she said 28 seconds. I thought she meant there was 28 seconds to 1:29. So
Yeah, and so what about your likes versus dislikes? What's your percentage on that? On
I have
likes?
no idea.
Oh, you don't have that on yours?
Nope, I don't look at mine.
Oh.
Because
Oh,
that, they've changed it, the way of looking. You can't see the likes and dislikes anymore.
well, I'm showing 89.8% likes on the on one of these. I just was curious if you actually
Where are you looking at that at now?
engagement at the bottom.
Of the
I don't
promotion?
know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, under for the promotion, or you go into analytics, right? It's at the
Yeah.
very bottom of it. So it shows 89.8%.
See, I don't see that in mine.
Right. It doesn't count for watch hours. It does count for subscriptions. So I don't understand where they got the idea that it doesn't count for subscriptions. Because if that were the case, then I would never have made it to the 1,000 mark when I did.
The farm all in forwards, that's false. Because I got my play button and I've been doing ads for over almost a year and a half now. And when I started, I was at a little over 5,000 subscribers. I'm now at 175,000. And so the subscribers count, but the watch hours do not count. You cannot pay to have a ad and the watch hours count towards your subscriptions or towards your watch hour 4,000 watch hours. But
Right.
the subscriber is a subscriber. It doesn't make any difference.
right.
But I'll tell you that a lot of people, and I know this for a fact, a lot of people have done promotions and they don't tell people they're doing promotions. And they act like they'll come out and say, "Oh, it's my watch hours, or it's my shorts. I've got all these subscribers for my shorts." Well, if you are any kind of savvy person at all, and you go and use Social Blade, and you type in Social Blade is information that's to the public, and you type in that channel's name, you can look at all the statistics and you can tell if they've got only 300 views and they got 200 new subscribers. That is telling you that that they're doing promotions.
Yeah.
It
Speaking.
doesn't take a brain surgeon to realize that they're blowing smoke up your butt. And I hate to say that, but there's a lot of these people that will not own up to the fact that they've done a promotion.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
sad. It's sad that they won't say it. They don't want people knowing they're doing promotions. They think people may look down on them because they're advertising their channel, which is stupid because if you're a business person, you're going to advertise your channel if you want to make your channel put your word out there in front of people. Just like car dealerships. How many cars do you think a car dealership would sell if he never advertised his cars?
Right. Exactly. And speaking of Social Blade,
That's wrong. It does count towards your subscribers.
yeah, it does count toward subscribers. Does not count toward watch hours. Unless you had watch hours before you turned it into a promotion, and I think after the promotion ends, matures for that specific video, then anything after that, I think, does count. Right? Is that right?
Say that
Before and
again.
after. Before it becomes a promotion. Let's say you uploaded it on a Sunday, and you don't run it for a promotion until Wednesday. Anything from Sunday to Wednesday before it became a promotion, those hours, those watch hours, you get to keep. Correct?
Yes.
And then anything after it has matured, the promotion has run its course, right? Afterwards, any watch hours after that, plus any revenue from advertisements and stuff, that's yours to keep too. Correct? Because that's a question that somebody asked me, and I was like, I don't know.
Okay, I'll tell you. The
So
first 2 days, if it's a short, in the first 2 days when you put it up, that it goes in the shorts playlist. Those first 2 days, those hours you get do not count towards your watch hours. After the 2 days, then from everything there on out starts counting, because it's no longer being put up in front of their playlist. But if somebody goes to your channel and watches it, then that whole hour is the time that they watch. It all counts. That makes sense?
yes, makes perfect sense.
So, and then after the initial, like the 2 day honeymoon stage is gone, if you go and you advertise it as an ad, then all the ad at watch hours does not count towards your watch hours,
Right.
towards the 4,000. But anything that people go and watch it from your channel does count.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
I just need a clarification on that. And since we're on the subject of Social Blade, we should.
What happened here? You cut it out.
No, because I wanted to see. It's my understanding, and I've looked at and researched it and what have you. But any views from the shorts menu do not count towards your watch hours. If they get to it another way, it will count it. Or whether if they come to your channel to click on it, if that short is in a playlist and they watch it, or then it will count. But if it's from the regardless of 2 days, 4 days, first day, a week.
Usually after 2 days, it will not be in the short playlist anymore, because there's so many other shorts that's come up. It's pushed you out. You've been pushed to the side because you're old news then on that shorts. About 2 days is when the length of the time that they actually pop up in the short recommendation thing.
All right. I just looked it up, and it says no watch time from YouTube Shorts never counts towards the 4,000 watch hours needed to the YouTube Partner Program, regardless of how many days pass. That's according to Google, and Google is the one that owns YouTube.
Right.
So
but also Google owns the AdSense, and they don't know how to do promotions. Because I've talked to those people, they don't know their left hand from the right hand when it comes to doing promotions versus their campaigns.
Well, that may be, but that's always been my understanding that if from the time they started shorts, is that that any watch hours from and besides most of those are only, I understand that they can be up to 3 minutes long, but the fact is most of those shorts, at least the ones that I've done well with, are fairly short, anywhere from 3 or 4 seconds up to 8 seconds. Those tend to work better, just because it's like Eddie put it at one point. By the time he's able to make a comment on it, it's gone through 3 or 4 times. So, the views may be, I'm sure the views are at least, somewhat added by how many times it's gone through. So, but
do you think that if you run a short that say you watch a short, say you watch one of my shorts 10 times, it's 8 seconds long, you watch it 10 times, you think that counts as 80 seconds?
No.
No, I think they
do you
count
think that counts as 8 views?
But
No, because once when it gets verified, I thought it only counts as 1.
Well, I think that it's in their interest, and I think that anything that's in their interest they will use. But I think that if you watch a short through 8 times or whatever, it shows up as like 800% viewed. But they might be tempted in some areas to say you got 8 views, just to get you thinking that, oh wow, I'm getting good whatever from that.
See, Todd says YouTube doesn't take any shorts out of his short playlist. He controls that. I don't know how when you upload it, you can control if it's put on a short list or not. 'Cause I can't. I don't know how you do that unless you put it as unlisted.
Right.
So, because once you've uploaded a video, and you've released it to the public, if it's a short one, it's going to pop in the short list.
Well, I don't have you where you're visible in that.
You sure?
Yeah, I mean, you can see. In fact, I'll move it over a little further. There we go. Now it's not showing the. It's not showing the chair. Hey, Any Finished Pot. How you doing, Any Fan? Good to see you, brother. Hey, Marines and Army Mom. Pleasure to see you.
Hey. Because, Social Blade, I don't know, I'm looking at mine right now on Social Blade and video statistics. I still can't see video. I don't know why. This thing has said this feature is still in beta, and as a result, this creator doesn't currently meet the requirements for video statistics tracking.
Yeah, that's not everybody's.
Police said
It's not working yet.
Yeah, well, it's been like that for years, you know.
They haven't fixed that part.
Yeah, because, I'm showing 1,044 views for today.
Right.
And then the day before that was 274, then 875, then 878. And then, so, I had 100 new subscribers today with 1,044 views.
Right. And you had 200 yesterday with only 274 views.
Right. And then the day before that it was 200, but 875 views.
Right.
So
when people tell you that they're getting subscribers from shorts, and you go and look at this stuff, and you see they got 100 new or 200 new subscribers with 274 views, that basically tells you that they're lying about it. How they get all the subscribers from their shorts.
Right.
They're doing a promotion. Nobody's going to get 200 new subscribers out of 274 views, unless you're giving $100 bills away for everybody. For the first 200 people get one.
Yeah.
I was watching Winstone when he was doing his. He was getting 12,000 subscribers a day, and that's and he admitted to doing promotions, which is I commend him. I commend anybody who does a promotion and they own up to it.
Yeah.
It's the ones that people that will not own up to doing it that to me is like, okay, what are you trying to hide?
Or the ones that are actually paying for bot farms.
I don't know about that. I don't even want to talk about that stuff.
But like on the 20th, I had 300 new subscribers, 2,019 views. That one was kind of interesting. And then the 23rd was 200 new subs. And that's just, they round up to the nearest 10th, right?
Right. Well,
the nearest 100.
Nearest 100 for you, nearest thousands for me.
Yeah. And so that was 200 with 1,055. The day after that was 200 with 1,025. And then it starts to drop down. And then it kicks back up again on the 28th with 300 and 1,637. So, I'm kind of getting mixed signals. Is the promotions working, or are the promotions not working? Or am I not working the promotions properly? So for the last 6 consecutive months, I've run like a music video of sorts. Maybe for September, what I'll do is I'll do like, do a short from one of my cooks or something, and just chop it up to bits and, mute the audio and just put a voiceover. And see how that goes, and not put any music to it at all, and see if and do that for 6 months, because that's what I was thinking about doing, is 6 months worth of just audio and video clips that have been muted or had the audio stripped out, and animated thumbnails that were added in between, and see how that went. Just to and then that way it's all broken up into little chunks where you got like 20-second or 10-second video from this truck, and then a graphic, and then another 10 seconds or 15 seconds you're screaming in the background. It's probably the kids.
Formal. It seems like a good way to make it look like you have a big channel. Well, I don't know. What's a big channel? I mean, I have 175,000 subscribers. I average 25,000 views every 2 days. I average 14 to 15,000 views a day. I mean, so it all depends on what you consider a big channel and how many videos you're putting out. I try to put a video out every day. That's me. That doesn't mean everybody should do that, but that's what I do. Everybody's channel is they're going to work it differently. And it all depends what you want to consider a big channel. I mean, if you're going to go by subscribers, I guess you could say I have a big channel. If you're going to go by views, you can say, well, my channel's maybe a moderate channel. It doesn't make a difference. If you got people who are subscribing to your channel, they may watch a video today, they may watch a video tomorrow, they may not watch a video for a week or two. They may come watch a short. I mean, it makes no difference on what. It's up to them to watch it. You can't say, you can't force people to watch it. It's like you can't take a horse to water and force them to drink.
Well, I think ultimately it boils down to, are you better than you were? In my opinion, if you go through and you look at the metrics on when people are watching, are they watching longer? Are they clicking on it more than they were? You should be able to go into the advanced, or for that matter, just into the analytics and look at the metrics, click on the different tabs that's on there, and you can tell which video had a longer retention level, which video had a higher click-through rate, which video. These are things that determine whether or not they're going to show your channel out, and how much they're going to share it out. Otherwise, there are tools you can use like promotions to try and I guess gain ground without paying attention to them. If you go through and you work on your videos and you make them, if you're putting videos out and you're making them better, if you're paying attention to the things that make your doing what I do, there we go. And the bottom line is, if you enjoy it, do it. If you don't enjoy it, do it.
Right. I'll be honest with you. I was told when I first started doing promotions that I could not get a play button by doing promotions. So to be honest, I'll be perfectly honest, which I try to be. I thought, you know what? I'm going to find out for sure. I'm going to do promotions and see if I can get a play button. Because I was told all these big channels, oh, you can't get one, it's not going to count for this, it's not going to count for that. And I'm going like, well, how do you know that? Well, because I've been doing YouTube. And I said, well, that doesn't mean that. Did somebody tell you that? Well, that's what I believe. And I go, well, we'll find out. Well, I proved them all wrong. I got a play button by doing promotions. I had 100,000 subscribers. I got a play button. I have over 2 million views on my channel. I've done it for 5 years and I have over 2 million views on my channel. But I've got, a play button. And everybody told me, all these guys told me, you can't get one, it's not going to count. Well, I proved them wrong. Just like Eddie had proved everybody wrong that you have to have 4,000 watch hours all the time or they're going to demonetize your channel. We proved that wrong. So people out there are saying things that they do not know what they're saying. They're just assuming, or they heard bits and pieces, and they're adding stuff together to make sense to themselves. So, I mean, I don't know what you consider a big channel. Mr. Beats, yeah, he's a big channel. He makes $200,000 a month. Okay, but I don't really consider myself a big channel. I consider myself just a channel that happens to be, studying or finding out what works, and that's when I try to get out. It's saying people saying that this doesn't work. Well, it does work, and people like I said, people telling Eddie that you can't keep your channel monetized if you have under 4,000 watch hours. Well, we've proved that wrong too. So people giving out misinformation is wrong, and that's right. There's a lot of misinformation, and the problem is the misinformation keeps circulating around and around and around and around, and people just keep passing on instead of squashing it and not saying nothing, or just keeping it to yourself until you find out for a fact. People don't do that. They just love to spread rumors or gossip. And I'm not spreading gossip. I'm telling that I say it how it's actually worked for me. It may not work for you, but it's worked for me. And that's why I try to inform people is this is what's worked for me. And there's quite a few people I can sit here and list off probably a dozen people that's done promotions, and they've all said their subscribers have increased. Susan and I see a new subscriber in our live almost every Monday. There's always one or two new people that pop in. Well, they must have found out from promotions, and they come into our live. That's great. But if you don't get your name out in front of people, and you're just sitting there, in front of your computer, going, "Why is my channel growing?" Well, if you don't get your name out, people aren't going to find you.
Right.
Yeah, you can find a blind squirrel can find an acorn once in a while, but if you put a squirrel that's got 20/20 vision out there with a bunch of nuts, he's gonna find them all.
Exactly.
Hey, kid.
That's your barbecue. Welcome in. So that's how I feel about it, and I try to help people if they want help, and try to help people get their channel expanded if they want to get their word out. But you got to remember, there's how many channels did you say it was out there? Like 2 million different channels out there or something?
186 or 79.
That's better. By the way, one thing I did want to mention before we kind of got off on all this, well, I don't guess before I left and came back. One of the things that we've done tonight, and I'm just trying to think of something that might help somebody out there in this, in this group, is, the fact is that we've done several redirects tonight. I redirected into Civvy redirected into Eddie redirected back into me. There's in order to do a redirect, you have to have 1,000 subs. But in order to receive a redirect, anybody can have be redirected to you if you have your settings. But if you don't set your settings, nobody can redirect to you, and you can't look for any help. If you want other people to help you and be able to do a raid where it automatically sends people. Now, granted, I get it. You can put a link in the chat where other people can click on, and they can go over to your channel. But a redirect is when, for example, when this live stream ends, it would automatically send you as a viewer and supporter to another live stream. For example, my live stream followed Eddie. All right, Eddie set up a redirect, which means if he's got somebody that's just listening and not actively searching channels and what have you, you can go through from day one on YouTube. Gary has been, well, I try to help other folks, Eddie Finn, and that's, otherwise I got no purpose on here. And it's not like I got any other kind of niche. But, niche. Okay. Anyhow, let's say he's got people that just put it on to help Eddie, and they want to put it on his live stream to show more people in his live stream. Not everybody's actively sitting down watching. All right. A redirect will send everybody, if they have their autoplay button turned on, it will send everybody in his live stream to where he sets as the next live stream. If you turn on your, and I tell you what, I'll show you. Let me find,
Yes, Judy May, people do have to have their autoplay turned on in order to be able to be redirected to the live stream that has been selected for a raid.
That's
And
right.
if you have it on and it hasn't had a channel selected, it still will go to another channel. It just picks one out of nowhere.
Well, if you don't have the autoplay on.
Yeah, if you have the autoplay on though, that's why I keep my autoplay off unless I want to go to that next channel.
All right, let's say, all right, let's just go and look at, let's go look at lives. All right, here's a live right here. Gulf Coast Granny, she's a friend of mine. She's also from Mississippi. But, you know, we're not going to interrupt her. This is where the autoplay is. You can turn it on or you can turn it off. On, off. You slide it over, slide it back. All right, that has to be on in order to, let's go to settings. In order to turn this on, let me see if I remember correctly. Permissions, maybe? No. Community moderation. User management, maybe? Yeah. Under user management, live director,
Redirect.
Yes, live redirect users. All channels can redirect to my channel. That has to be turned on. If it's not lit up, channels I subscribe to, if those aren't lit up, and I guess I would rather just have anybody available to redirect to my channel. If that's not set, you go to settings, community moderation, user management, down at the bottom, that's where you put it on. If that is not clicked, if you don't have it lit up with a little check mark in there like that right there, people will not be able to redirect to your channel. So if you want people to be able to raid you and send, people automatically, that has to be highlighted. That has to be checked. Sorry, I don't know what else to say.
Yes, you're good.
That's a basic tip that everybody can go through. I guess for those over 1,000, I'll show you how to do a redirect. That ain't no problem either. Let's see, hang on. Let me share. I guess I still got that up there. Excuse me a second. All right. Just for the sake of argument, let's go through and add. Let's see who's Gulf Coast Granny happens to be live. So I will do a redirect to hers or I'll set it up. And there she is live right now. You would take, you would copy that link. Then you'd go to the YouTube studio, go to your live where you're at. No, it's under content. Go to live. You go to that live stream that you're at or you've got scheduled. Go to customization. Go down to the bottom. Click on redirect. Head over to the right-hand side. You're going to then paste that link in there, and it'll bring that up. Well, it just so happens that I cannot do a redirect to Gulf Coast Granny.
She probably has it off.
That's right. She has not clicked on it. If she had, then I could click on that, click on save, and it will be redirecting to her when this shuts down. So, if you want other people to be able to raid you, yeah, they can they can put a link in the thing, and some people will choose to do that. But it's a lot easier to even provide more views by having, the redirect. So that's about
And
all.
here's a question for you, Gary,
Yeah.
or Jerry, or Eddie, whichever one wants to answer this one. Can you redirect to a future scheduled live stream that you plan to end your live stream that to coincide with the start of theirs, but they're not already live at the moment?
If they got it
Can you do
scheduled,
that?
yes. If they got it scheduled, yes.
Right. Okay. So um, that's
Then we,
one thing that some people don't know about is that you can actually go in and preset a redirect to another redirect or to another stream that's scheduled but not live.
all right. I saw one. Was it your Civvy that they actually came in a day early or a week early? I think so. But that's anyhow. Let me go through that one more time to show how to set that up. Katie was asking. You go. This is YouTube Studio. All right. I'll just go from my channel. All right. There's my channel. Go to YouTube Studio. Look down here at the bottom left-hand side under Settings. All of these should be under everybody's or most everything. And that's going to bring this up. Go to Community Moderation. There's 3 options up here. Go to User Management. Then you scroll down to the bottom and Live Redirect Users. Just click on that box that allows all channels to redirect to your content. All right, and once you've hit save on that, that will allow other people to redirect to your channel.
Right. So, but Katie, here's the thing: is that if you intended to go live
Private chat.
after this one, for example, you can schedule your live in advance and then make sure that your allow redirect is turned on so that even though you're not live presently, but you plan to be going live after Gary and Jerry, they could essentially raid into yours and just send the party down the road, even though you're not presently live. Does that make sense? So,
all right.
So Katie has set up a live. She's planning on going live afterwards.
Right. So here's what we'll do, and I'll show y'all step by step. We're going to set it up. I'm going to set up a raid of Katie. All right. Let me maximize this. All right. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go over and find Katie's live stream. She's got state set up, and the easiest way for me to do that is just go right here, go to channel. All right, go to where she says live. She's got one, says she's got one set up, but I'm not seeing it. Give it a second. Maybe it just needs to, let me refresh it.
She didn't have it set up yet.
Well, she said she had it set up. That's why if she had one live, and we'll give her just a minute to see if she can get it set up.
Oh, she's probably not going to go live. She said her stomach is burning.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hi, Marine Army Mom.
Good to see you, man.
Well, I hope we've cleared up some of the information tonight. To help people with the information we had. I mean, it's hard. It's something that's hard to come up with information to give people because we don't know what people need or what they want. And so, Gary and I always ask, hey, if there's something you want us to look into, send us an email so we can look into it, before next month. And this, we will be live next month. Will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th of September is when we'll be live again.
Yeah.
So if there's something you guys want information on, drop us an email and let us know, so we can we can do research on it. It's hard to do it if you don't give us information. We just have to come up with something. And Gary and I sometimes are looking at each other like, what are we gonna do now? but I don't know. I mean, I don't know what people need help on.
Well, one thing about it, a lot of times, I can't tell you how many times I've shown people how to do the redirect thing, but it's something that still to this day people don't know. And unless they've gone through and thought about it, and a lot of people hadn't thought about it, I get that. There's a lot of aspects to YouTube that if you've not looked into, there's no reason why you ought to know about it.
Right.
So
there's a lot. I've got 2 books on YouTube. One's The Secrets of YouTube, and one's things you really don't need to know about YouTube. I'm trying to find the books. I misplaced them. I've got them someplace. I don't find them again, and I'm going to start picking up, going through it, and see if I can find some more information.
Thank you, Felicia. Felicia just became a member.
Yeah, your channel.
Yeah, and I don't have my music.
You haven't put it in here.
Sorry, but thank you for that.
I don't think maybe I've got mine. I can put it. It's in here. Let me see.
Felicia, if I can ever help with anything, just let me know. I'm not real good at doing a lot of the things that I probably ought to do, but I'm more than happy to share any information I can. So it is appreciated. But hopefully, we're not stingy with information. Never have been, never will be. I know a lot of people have interest in keeping that information private. But
yeah, that drives me nuts when people do that, because it's like, I gave up asking questions on Nightbot because some of the larger channels that I go to that I frequented before finding all you all, it's like, how do you do that? How do you do that in Nightbot? How do you do that in Nightbot? Oh, well, read the instructions. It's like, do you know what Nightbot's instructions look like? Why can't you just tell me how you do this in Nightbot? And so I just gave up. I just freaking gave up on it.
I don't have it over here.
Stop gatekeeping information. Spread it out to the smaller channels so they can grow too.
That's what I'm trying. I try to do. It's and Gary too. We try to give information to people, and sometimes it's hard because we don't really know what people need or want to know. So and I've been doing this for I'm coming up on 5 years now. Come November will be 5 years. October will be 5 years.
Well, I've only been doing it for, I guess I've done videos for 6. My first,
a little longer than I have.
My first live stream was only in 2022, though. In fact, one time I was thinking about just chunking it all, and so I made a lot of my stuff private. I'll probably just add it back. But the fact is, I get burnt out from time to time, or frustrated with one thing or another, and sometimes you just don't feel like being here. That doesn't mean that I don't want to help folks. It just means that sometimes it starts to feel like a responsibility rather than a hobby or something you want to do. The one thing I've always been very happy with is when I get to help somebody. I'm not trying to tell anybody, live one way or the other. But I myself am a Christian. I believe the Christian values that I've learned include helping others, doing to others as you would have them doing to you. And so it is better to give than to receive. So, and those are Christian values, and you don't have to be a Christian to have those values. But I do think that I feel a lot better when I'm able to help somebody out. And so, the bottom line is, when you're able to get something done, help somebody else figure out how to do it too.
Exactly.
So, yeah, this is a hobby, and burnout is real. The problem is, I think that a lot of folks get to where they get focused on this number or that number, and they try to get this goal or that goal, and that, then it loses your focus from fun and enjoyment to trying to reach this goal. If I just work a little harder, it's almost like the whole thing's been designed to do that. And so in your 8th year now, that's a long time. On average, I think the average is like 4 or 5 years, 4 to 6, I think. The average content creator has a career about 4 to 6 years.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Nope.
Most people quit, about that time. Now that's understanding. Some people go longer, some people, but on average, it's 4 to 6 years.
So it's time for me to quit then, huh?
No, you're not gonna quit.
I would say that you're probably going to go longer than the average. Going for a Sprite. Okay. Well, I hope you get to feeling better, Katie.
Judy May asked a question, I think, but I didn't see it go by.
That's why I'm looking for something, so I'm not looking at the chat. I apologize.
Let's see. Kim. All right, let me see if I can find it. Judy May thing. Hang on. And these brings me to another thing. Maybe somebody doesn't know this, so let me share something else. Assuming that Judy May is in my live stream right now. All right, let me just show y'all how to make use of this. If you go through, you find Judy May in here, right here. See those 3 little dots? You click on that. You can go to channel activity, go to her most recent one, and Civvy, it's okay. Timmy has answered all my questions that I've asked Jerry. Okay, Tim, obviously Jerry don't like my questions. Jerry, she talking about you. No, I'm just playing. Jerry, in my opinion,
that's not it, Jude. I was looking for something for Gary, and I can't find it, so I wasn't even looking in the chat at the video. I apologize.
Well, I think the question was just how many days, but I think Tim.
How many what?
How many days is best for a promotion?
I run mine for 30 days. I mean, you pick a dollar amount you want to do per day, and then run it for however much you want to do it for. I do mine for $5 a day, so a 30-day thing's $150. If you want to do, you can do $1 a day, it'd be $30. But I will tell you, the very first one you run, don't expect a lot from it because it's new. And the more you run it, the more people see it. The more people see it, the more people subscribe from it. It's a typical advertising ploy. Hello, Andale. It's a typical advertising thing where the advertisement comes up, and the first time you see it on TV, you may not watch it. The second time it comes up, you may not watch it, but you're aware of it because you heard it before. The third, fourth, fifth time, you start at the fifth time, you start going, hey, what is this ad about? And you'll start watching it. So that's why I say come up with an ad and run the same ad over and over and over and over again, because people start getting used to hearing that there's an ad, and they hear that first part and they go, I've seen this before, but I have not seen the whole thing. I'm going to watch the whole thing. So my key is. I've used the same ad for the last year and a half.
I think it depends on what you're trying to do. If you're just needing a couple hundred subs, and that is your focus, it doesn't take but a couple of days to get that many subs, and a couple dollars, $2 or $3 here, $1 or $2 there, it would get you some subs. I just don't, but I don't want you to remember, promotions is just a tool. There's no substitute for doing quality work. So, make sure you do a good. I mean, Lord knows, Civvy's got some of the best stuff I've ever seen. Her intros, her outros is as creative. She's got as much as much skill as anybody I've ever seen on here. Anybody I know personally. And, you know, I guarantee you, you know, they watch all the way through her outro. And her outro's what, 3 or 4 minutes?
Some of them go up to 5 minutes. Last night's on Squirrel was a double outro because I decided to reintroduce people to the pilot episode of the storyboard comic that I was going to go back through and refine and render so that it would be print ready, and it wasn't so sketchy looking, you know. So I ran that as a second outro off the backside of the actual outro itself, and it's amazing how many people didn't know that the comic existed. And the second one is, you know, I was thinking to myself, well, what if I were to put that on the back end of tomorrow night's?
There we go.
The second part. But I don't know. I don't know how many people would want to sit through that, plus the blooper, plus the episode 2, because if they didn't see episode 1, then it wouldn't make sense so much.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know what to do. But I took remember that squirrel, the half squirrel, half man sketch that I made a while back?
Yeah.
What I'm using as my avatar right now is the cleaned up version of that, where it's more graphic pen. Yeah, I know, and I refined it.
Where did the funeral?
That's fine.
Because I
Yeah, that's fine.
they're loving money.
That's fine. That's not a problem.
So,
what was I going to say?
and change the details to it. So, but yeah, people have a habit of watching all the way through the outro, and some people they show up just for the outro.
What's up, Kane Corso?
Hey, if I disappear, I'll be right back, Gary.
All right. Let me. I will say this: that if you want a common tactic or a common format for getting people to watch further in the video, one thing that you can do, and I'll be glad. I mean, you will notice this once you start looking for it. At the very beginning of your video, somewhere in the first 30 seconds to a minute, minute and a half, you know, you go through and you talk about the issue that you're going to be dealing with on this video. And then you point out, you know, if it's a problem that you've been having, you know, that this is, you know, it's something that I had to deal with. And then tell them about your personal experience with it. And then plant a little seed, just a little seed for the end of the video, and make sure you stick around for the last bonus tip I've got for you, so that it's one that it's going to be effective for most people, or something like that. And what happens is, you know, in the very beginning, they can determine if this is the type of video they want to watch if you're doing a subject video.
Right.
And so, you know, it will go through, and at least they, you know, I've even known to skip ahead to the end to see what that bonus is. And I know what they're doing. I know they're just trying to plant the seed, but, you know, it is effective. So, and it can increase your retention and video, you know, how much of the video is viewed. So that's just a little tidbit. So, I mean, the longer you've been doing this, if you're looking to be better at doing what you're doing, the more things like that you're going to learn, and the more little tips and tricks you're going to pick up. They say that you should have and I don't know, there's so many things in here, but they say you should change like your have you ever noticed in some of these videos, it'll show one way back here, and then the next one it's up here like this, or it may show a different side angle, or it may show, they're changing viewer angle because in today's world, people's attention span is not quite what it used to be, and they need some movement in order to, it's not like the 1950s where they used to sit there and show just one camera angle the whole time.
Yeah.
So,
well, have you ever noticed at the very beginning of mine when we're doing before we go into the intro, I'm talking, sometimes I ramble a little too long, like yesterday, but it's like, hey there, Munchie Mafia, today we're going to be doing this, and it's on the side it's off the camera view is off to the side, and then about 15 to 20 seconds later, it switches to the camera right in front of me.
yeah. But there's a lot of people that maybe don't know that. And so it's just one of the reasons why we have this channel, even though we don't know necessarily what to point out every week, because I can't tell who's going to be here, and I can't tell what they do and what they don't know. And a lot of times you don't know what you don't know if you don't know what to ask, because you don't know what you don't know.
Right, exactly. And somebody was asking me last week, I think it was, I want to see what your equipment looks like and stuff like that. Of course, I can't really show the cameras unless I take all the cameras down. But I can show the ATEM and the studio side to EV Mux by just moving the laptop over to the table and show off the ATEM, because people go, ATEM, what's that? What does that do? And it's just absolutely nuts, because they're like, so that's how you get multiple cameras instead of having virtual camera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the possibility of doing that one of these days. I just don't know how many people would be actually interested in that, aside from like the 4 people that asked, or 3 people that asked me, I want to see what your equipment looks like. So, and we got a lot of equipment, and trying to explain what an ATEM is hard. It's hard to explain because it's a little box that sits on the table. It's got a whole lot of buttons, and the buttons light up, and you stick a whole bunch of cables to it, and each cable has a camera to it, and this button does this, and this button does this, and this button does this, and it confuses the hell out of people.
Yeah, I can see why. I mean, YouTubing can be as simple or as complex as you want to make it.
Yeah.
And I would say that when I was doing editing, doing videos a lot, I would go through and it's just like when you go and watch, Tech Talk and Eddie goes over this feature or that feature with the thing. You play with that a little while till you get familiar with it. And then it's just part of your repertoire. Once you learn, maybe on a video, you need to learn how to swap it, the left side to the right side.
Okay, I got it, Eddie, Gary. Finally. Okay, hang on. This is for your new member. All right, I got to get rid of I'm working on it. I don't know what happened.
There we go. We got it.
I don't know what. I just wanted to do that for your new member.
I appreciate it. And again, thank you, Felicia. I think the point to it is just to go through, and the longer the whole purpose of this show, and let me turn off this camera 3. At one time I had a few cameras set up. One was, I had even a puppy cam, when Nikki was a little puppy. But the purpose of this one is to really just discuss matters for, YouTubers.
Right.
And it's, we seem to cover some subjects a little more often, but that's okay. It's things that people need to know about. And the more if people want to come by and learn something, we try to give a tips every week to try and help other YouTubers so that they don't have to struggle to learn some of the stuff that we've spent maybe learned over the year. Hey, good to see you, Digits.
And a lot of time spent.
What was
yeah,
that?
Jan, I think I like that little thing. So I wanted to get some of Gary to have anything out here for new members, and so I decided I'd follow that up. I like that thing.
I don't know where the original scene was we had.
I think it was this one here. I'm not sure.
Okay.
He got actually removes. We've lost a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we have. That's okay. Let's go back to this one.
That's fine.
Lost
the chat too.
Yeah, we lost the chat. That's okay.
It's been a long time. Anyways, we've done almost over 2 hours now.
Yeah, we need to go.
So I appreciate you guys for coming and listening to us, and hopefully there is information that you got. And because if you're not getting anything, and we're spinning our wheels, and if we're spinning our wheels, I'd rather not be spinning my wheels. I'll go get a winch and pull me out.
There we
go. Thanks for coming up, Civi. Thanks for everybody for being here. Hey, Pete Digits, welcome in, and thanks for coming. I hope you guys got something. And if you guys have any more questions, please send us an email about what you want us to see us work on, and we'll do it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we're going to end this with our song, and we'll see you guys all later.
Bye, everybody.
There's a farmer named Jerry, once swam with the sharks. Now he's knee-deep in hay, but still hits his marks. And Officer Gary, he's the law of the land, but online he's just another helpful hand. They got myths to bust, numbers to crunch. They'll answer your questions over coffee and lunch. Clue chasers, they're here to help you out. With YouTube tricks and research picks, they know what it's about. From myths to math, they'll clear the path. Just holler if you're stuck. Clue chasers, they're your guide and a little luck. Jerry's got a rooster that crows at wrong hours. Gary's dog howls at the moon, claiming his powers. They travel the globe from barns to big cities, solving your riddles, no time for self-pity. They'll teach you to edit, promote and explore with a joke or two, maybe 3 or 4. Got a question, they'll say with a grin. Let's dive right in, let the teaching begin. Clue chasers, they're here to help you out. With YouTube tricks and research picks, they know what it's about. From myths to math, they'll clear the path. Just holler if you're stuck. 2 dudes give clues. They're your guide and a little luck. They've met folks who've cooked with fire and ice. A man with a raccoon that gave him advice. They'll show you the ropes from thumbnails to tags, but they're still just 2 dudes in boots and old rags.